Nolan, what was it like being back out there today?
It's a blast. I mean, it's exciting each year, just getting back with a new team. We've been working all summer, and it's just exciting to find out what this team's going to be about. We kind of all have the same DNA each year, but it's cool to see, just kind of find out what this team's personality is going to be like. But we got a lot of talented dudes, a lot of committed guys, and so it's just been a blast to be working with these guys this summer and ultimately get out here on this field on the first day. So it's been great.
How's your mindset? I mean, you've been here like 10 years, right?
Yeah, something like that. It feels like it. No, my mindset is, I'm locked in. It's just, it's another year. I was telling some guys earlier today, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. I'm happy where I am here, and, it's just great to be out here with these guys and have another year. And so I'm really blessed, but, I'm locked in. I'm ready to get to work.
Everyone was saying the older guys that have been here 5-6 years, when you know it's your last year, it's a little bit different. Do you feel that at all, where that this is your last chance to go?
Yeah, well, I thought last year was my last year as well. So I kind of felt that same thing, had that same mindset. Getting granted another year. Like I said, it's a blessing, and I'm just privileged to be out here and excited to work with these guys. It's just ultimately a lot of fun. Love playing the game, love being out here, and love competing. So.
How different was you in the spring? You did more of a coach kind of coach. How different was it for you in the sense of to get playing, but knowing that you saw it from the sideline and you were coaching guys? Yeah,
we were a little more hands off in the spring. Still got a lot of reps, not as much live work, and not a whole lot of team stuff we did. Got some here and there, but got to help just kind of teach and coach a lot of guys just from seeing things from being here for a few extra years. You got a little more insight and can kind of relate to some of those guys who are in that spot where they just don't know as much yet. So it's nice. It was nice to be in that teaching role for a little while, but it's definitely great to be back out here competing and getting to work.
When you look at game one, who you got coming up, what's the value of having so much experience on the defensive side of the ball? Everybody that you got out there kind of knows the drill.
Yeah, I think we're definitely ready for the moment. We played in a lot of big games, and we know this is going to be a huge game. We're really looking forward to it. Excited to have the crowd back. Being a stadium like Charlotte, and the atmosphere is going to be incredible. And I think it definitely brings a lot of value. I've been in those games, those situations before, kind of keeping that poise and that composure. Not letting the moment be too big for you. So got to kind of get that through to some of the younger guys, or maybe some of the guys who haven't played as much, and get them ready for that moment.
How much does that focus everybody, having a game like Georgia in the first week?
I think everybody, just being able to come back out here and play football is going to have that focus, no matter what the first game is. But definitely, playing a team and a program like Georgia definitely brings a different mindset and a different focus, and it's something to kind of motivate you through the summer and kind of have seeing that picture of what it's going to look like, and it's something to motivate you through the summer and drive you.
Knowing you got Justyn Ross back hopefully in a week, you got three really talented freshman wide receivers. What's it going to be like going against this receiver corps? It seems like you have as much talent as you ever had there.
Yeah, there's some freaks out there. I'm sure Ross is going to make my life miserable during practice every day, so I'm looking forward to that. But I'm so happy for Jay Ross. Getting cleared to come back out here. It's such a good dude, such a hard worker, committed guy, tremendous athlete. And having him back is just so big for that receiver room. Just having his presence there. They're gonna have a great year.
How much do you feel like that iron sharpens iron mentality really applies when you have to go against guys like Justyn and all those guys?
Oh yeah, it's everything. When you line up against a guy like him or some of the weapons we have out there, it definitely makes game day slower, for sure. And just kind of getting that experience, that exposure against that speed and that caliber of player, that caliber athlete. It makes us better. Getting to see that look at practice every day, doesn't make the moment too big for you when you got another guy out there you're competing against.
The player-led stuff this summer, any of the new guys on either side of the ball really stand out to you?
There's a lot of guys. I think Shipley can fly. That's obvious. From the offensive side of the ball, a lot of the young receivers, super talented as always. We're always bringing in some big-time receivers. Those guys are the real deal. Some of the big O linemen I've seen that had a great summer, they've stepped up, and I think are going to be big contributors to us this year. Defense side of the ball, we got a lot of young talent, from the safety position. Bakuba just came in. Love his work ethic, love his range. Good kid, always asking questions, trying to get in the film room. That's something good to see out of a young guy that wants to learn and wants to get better. Nate Wiggins, great athlete. can cover anybody. So he's going to have an exciting career. You know, I could name probably 100 guys, but you know, it's good to see that out of some of the young dudes.
Being around as long as you have, do you view yourself as a coach on the field? Do you have some of the younger guys coming in and asking you questions? Like, is that sort of how you view yourself?
I mean, I definitely view myself as one of their teammates. Obviously, you know, I'm still one of the guys, but I mean, you know, just having been here so long and kind of have you know, a lot of knowledge of the defense and just scheme. You know, I'm able to, you know, kind of help out some of those young guys, some off the field stuff, and just, you know, probably easier for them to come to me and ask some questions here and there just while we're, you know, working and stuff. So yeah, it's definitely great to, you know, be able to help some of those guys.
Being the mentor to those guys, who was the mentor to you when you came in?
Oh man, I had so many. You know, I'd say one of the biggest ones when I was younger was Ryan Carter. You know, he used to play. He could play any position. Kind of under-recruited guy. Was a baller. You know, played on some of the biggest stages. Made some of the biggest plays. He was a big one. I mean, always. You know, Tanner, Denzel, Kayvon. Those are all my guys. You know, we kind of went through it together, and you know, all I think taught each other a lot, and we're able to, you know, help each other out. And so just some guys like that, I think we're, you know, have close relationships with.
You've been one of the leaders on the defensive side for a while now, but you've seen DJ kind of take over that reins as leader, not just offensively, but the entire team.
Yeah, for sure. You know how DJ is, very Cali, kind of low-key, chill guy, but, you know, definitely just always has a composure about him. You know, just love his poise and, you know, kind of what he brings to the offense from a leadership standpoint, you know, just getting guys in, working, and, you know, just kind of quiet, but always grinding, you know, always putting in the work, and never going to hear him complain or anything. And so he's just, you know, just a great teammate and a great guy to have out here. He's going to be a great leader for us.
I know you just got here, but Barrett Carter.
Yeah, Barrett. Yeah, from the first day. I mean, you can tell just his physical presence is there. I mean, dude's built. Dude looks like a, you know, stud. And then I think he has great coverage skills, good hips, moves well. Excited to see him strap the pads on and, you know, play some football. But you know, he's picking things up well, learning, and, you know, like I said, it's exciting to see that out of the young guys, and, you know, wanting to learn and wanting to get in and, you know, get with some of the older guys and to, you know, pick things up quicker. But yeah, he's gonna have a bright future.
Taisun Phommachanh, were you surprised to see him across the way on the offensive side? I mean, towards Achilles in spring, and he's already back in practice.
Yeah, you know, Tyson's been grinding. I don't, you know, I'm not really sure on his return or what that looks like, but I've, you know, seen him out here in the training room, out, you know, workouts and stuff, and he's, you know, he's getting back to healthy. So it's gonna be great to have him back when he returns. But yeah.
You said Will can fly. Is there like any play in particular that stood out?
No, I don't think anything, you know, necessarily yet. Just with skills and drills and stuff, but I'm sure he'll have a big impact this summer camp and when we get into these scrimmages. But you know, just working out with him and you know, being on the field, doing some other stuff. Just very mature for a young guy. You know, how he takes care of his body, how he handles himself. You know, just going to be a great player.
How important is it for the leaders to kind of come around Fred Davis, kind of pick him up? He's in a very difficult spot.
Yeah.
And what do you say to a guy like that that's, you know, put himself in difficult situations?
Yeah, I hate it for him. Yeah, Fred's a great dude, first of all. Obviously made a bad decision, and it cost him. And, you know, I'm just thankful everybody's okay and everybody's safe as of right now. And, you know, it's just, you know, trying to throw an arm around him and encourage him. And, you know, hopefully, you know, he learns from this lesson and others on the team as well, you know, and just not let that go unnoticed. And, you know, everybody kind of, you know, just putting an arm around Fred and helping him out and, you know, learning from the lesson and not letting it go unnoticed. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to compare guys, but I mean, these, you know, Dakari and Bo, just both rangy, big dudes. I think Dakari weighed in like 220, 216, something like that, and he's a big dude, runs good routes, strong hands, plays the ball well in the air. Bo, I think, you know, super fast, very fundamentally sound, comes in and out of his cuts really well. Just very solid, you know, and so these guys are going to be big for us, and you know, going to be great players, and I think you'll see them on the field early.
Nolan, the guys up front on the defensive line, remind you of that 2018 group in any way?
Oh, they've been grinding, yeah. I mean, it's nice seeing Brian's presence up there. I mean, the speed we have off the edge, and then the leadership with Brian and TD in the middle. You know, it's good to see that, you know, come back and see them work this summer and gain some weight, gain some strength, get better. You know, just, you know, the older you get, you know, a little more wisdom you have, and their leadership's really stepped up, and so it's I'm seeing some of that resemblance from that 2018 group. So yeah, for sure.
How much have been being able to integrate pressure?
Yeah, I mean, we got to help them out too, obviously, with you know, coverage, and let them have a good rush, give them time to rush. But I mean, it all works hand in hand. You know, the quicker they get the quarterback, the easier it makes our job, and the better we do in coverage, the more time they have to rush the quarterback. So we got to kind of work hand in hand with them throughout the game to give different looks and you know, show different schemes, and to make each other's jobs easier.
For those of us who haven't seen Justyn like on the field really much in like 18 months, how would you compare how he's
Mature. He's very mature. I mean, he just looks like an older dude. You can tell he's excited to get back on the field. I mean, he's still the same J. Ross. I mean, he's just a freak. I mean, he's got all the talent in the world. His leadership stepped up. He's been working. He's been grinding. His mindset's right. You know, it's been tough, you know, to almost have the game taken away from him like it was, and to continue to work and continue to believe and fight, and been in practice some last year, and you know, now ultimately got cleared and is going to come back out here. It's exciting. I'm just happy for him.
Did that tell all of y'all was like a team, or how did y'all find out?
Yeah, I actually ran into him in the training room right when he got cleared, and he told us, a couple guys, and then Coach Sweeney announced it to the team shortly after.
What was that moment like?
I mean, yeah, it was awesome. You know, you could tell a lot of guys were just super happy to hear the news and super happy for him, and you know, just because he's such a great dude, and just happy for him to have this opportunity to come back out here.
Is Ajou profile like anybody you can remember, or is he just kind of different with his frame and his type of style of play?
Yeah, he's different. He's a freaky dude. I mean, you see him in the weight room. He's one of the stronger skill guys in there, and you see him out here. I mean, he's just this frame he's got. I mean, he's a true freak, you know, on the field, and he's improved. He's another guy that's improved so much, you know, just out in skills and drills and stuff over the summer. Just, you know, getting to watch him in some one-on-ones and team stuff. Just how much more football knowledge he has, and how much more comfortable he's getting out here. He's another guy that's going to make a lot of plays for us, and he's going to be a big factor.
What are those skills and drills like? I guess, how do they help you? What do you get from that work in the summer?
Yeah, so I think it's a great way to build team chemistry, build team leadership. You know, it's player run practice basically. You know, not as long, but we get good work in. You know, we get our position work in, do some one-on-ones, a little team stuff. You know, just kind of building that chemistry, the offense building their timing, defense, you know, building that cohesion on the back end, and you know, ultimately just getting more experience and getting some guys that haven't played a whole lot, getting them reps, and new guys getting reps, and everybody just kind of figuring out how we run things, how we do things, you know, in a practice standpoint, and building those practice habits so we get out here, everything runs a little bit smoother. Last question.
Nolan, what have you learned about the secondary after, now that you guys have had so much time, especially, I guess, the past two playoffs?
Yeah, you know, obviously we had a bad night, and we've been working through that, and you know, we've addressed all our issues, and we're attacking those issues, and you know, guys have worked over the summer, guys are growing up, guys are mature, getting their bodies right, building up strength, and ultimately building the knowledge to go out there and compete at the highest level, and so that's what we've been doing all summer, and that's what we're going to continue to do through camp to get better, ready for week one.
All right, thank you.
Just what are the biggest issues you guys need to help?
You're talking about the Ohio State game?
Yeah, and LSU.
Well, Ohio State, they're very different. Ohio State, we didn't adjust well. I mean, we didn't do a lot of whole things well. We got our butts kicked, but we didn't adjust well. We didn't tackle well. We didn't really get lined up. We were just kind of all over the place, and you know, guys just kind of losing their minds a little bit out there, I think, and just you know, just didn't play a great game, obviously. And the LSU game's different. That one comes down to a few less plays. We were in that game, obviously, the whole game, and Gave up a few big plays and made a few critical mistakes that cost us. You know, a play here and there I could go back on, but yeah, two totally different situations. But you know, definitely got to improve from the Ohio State game.
Thanks, Nolan.
Thank y'all.
Thank you, Nolan.